Imagine you're on patrol when you get an emergency radio call for an out of control patient in the emergency department. You respond and find yourself de escalating an angry patient who wants to leave. As you depart the scene, you encounter a distraught visitor who is in tears because they can't find their way to their loved one's room. You escort them to the room and then resume patrol. It's all in a day's work for a healthcare security officer. Today, as you may have guessed, we are talking about the healthcare security field and career opportunities in healthcare security. You're going to learn about what you can expect in a healthcare security job, some really unique aspects of the field, and the many career opportunities available. Lastly, we'll talk about what many healthcare security employers are looking for in a candidate. I spent over 20 years of my security career in healthcare, so I am passionate about the field, and I have a great deal of insight and experience in this area. In my last position, I was the Director of Police and Security for a Level 1 urban trauma hospital. I had over 125 employees in my department. During my time there, I transitioned the department from contract security to an in-house department with both sworn and non-sworn staff, a security operations center, and a 4-person investigations unit. So, what is healthcare security? Basically, it's providing security services in a hospital or clinical setting. But there's so much more beneath the surface. This isn't your typical security job. Here are just some aspects of healthcare security that make it unique. Healthcare security officers don't just observe and report. The realities of healthcare operations requires officers to intervene in violent or potentially violent situations that usually involve patients, using force as a last resort to maintain safety. Some hospitals in the U.S., depending on the state, have the ability to create their own police forces, usually meaning that there are hospital police officers and security officers. These hospital police officers typically have similar training and arrest powers as their public sector counterparts. As an example, the 3 hospital security departments that I led over the course of my career had both police and security officers. There were more security officers than police officers, given the level of training and certification required for the sworn staff. The operational tempo in healthcare is much faster than in any other security industry. People in a hospital may be anxious, stressed out, upset, angry, or experiencing any range of emotions. These emotions may be related to their own medical issues or the condition and care of a loved one. This means more conflict, outbursts, and the need for security interventions. There are also patients arriving to the hospital in crisis, frequent medical emergencies, and a higher level of workplace violence than any other private industry. This is not a job for someone who wants to relax and read a book on duty. You will be very disappointed if that's your goal. You will become part of the care team at the hospital. You will realize that your work is vitally important to keeping patients, staff, and visitors safe, and that the security team and the clinical team must rely on each other every day. You may even find yourself administering nasal Narcan to revive a patient experiencing an overdose in a bathroom, performing CPR until a code team arrives, or delivering a baby in a car at the front entrance. You will see the full circle of life in motion. Babies are born every day, bringing joy to their families. Sick, injured, and elderly patients are dying. You'll need to protect the infant units and may need to perform escorts to the morgue or comfort distraught and angry family members of the deceased. In short, it can be the most stressful and the most rewarding job you've ever had, all in the same day. Speaking of which, no 2 days are ever the same. Hospital security may be contract or in-house, armed or unarmed. You may carry any variety of defensive tools such as pepper spray, a baton, and or a taser. You may also wear body armor, very common. However, you will find that time and time again, the most useful tools that you have at your disposal are your empathy and your verbal de-escalation skills. Again, use of force is always a last resort in the healthcare setting. Who is healthcare security for? You may be a good fit for healthcare security if you enjoy helping others, you're empathic, you can handle stressful situations well, and you are good at talking to people. That is key. Healthcare security may not be a good fit for you if you're looking for a low-key security job. You're not cool with seeing blood or other bodily fluids or needles or dealing with physically dangerous situations like violence on a regular basis. Healthcare security is a great way to get experience that will readily transfer if you're looking to become a police officer. You may even have the opportunity to move from a security officer to a hospital police officer. Isn't that cool? But what are employers looking for when hiring hospital security officers? Every employer is different, but having the following is typically desired: a minimum of a high school diploma or GED with a college degree preferred, about 1 to 2 years of security experience, a current guard card or the ability to obtain one where required, having a level of physical ability that is in line with your duties, which may include running, lifting, and employing restraint techniques or defensive tactics. And military experience is not required, but it is usually a plus in this environment. What kind of positions are out there for healthcare security? Again, every department is different, but here's an idea of what you might find: training officer, canine officer, dispatcher, investigator, and bike officer. I started my healthcare security career as a contract security investigator before moving into leadership positions in the same organization. Eventually, I became an in-house security director. I've since moved on from the healthcare side, but it was truly a great experience. If you're looking for a new challenge and a way to help others in a high-energy setting, I strongly recommend you check out healthcare security. I have also included some links in the comments to a few videos that will help give you a little flavor of what you can expect in a career as a healthcare security officer. To get the latest and greatest videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button below. Also, drop a comment and let me know what you'd like to see on my channel next. Special shout out to everyone on the Security Guards Reddit who has offered great feedback to me. Thank you. Until next time, I'm Dave Corbin, and this is From Guard to Pro.